We are approaching Bruin Walk, which is the heart and soul of the UCLA campus. For anybody who has ever been a student here or visited UCLA, you know it is a long walk. We're going from one side of campus all the way up to the other side of campus, and there's really no other way to do this. They have all these tables here. Everybody's gonna try to get you to join clubs, do different things, do social justice stuff. That's where they're gonna attack you on Bruin Walk. Really good newspaper, literally comes out every day.
Instead of free LSAT tutoring.
Ooh, free LSAT tutoring.
Churros, come get yourself a churro.
A churro? Who doesn't want a churro? $1? I don't have $1. Like, aren't I supposed to join your club and get a free churro? Isn't that the plan? Like, why are you making me pay to join your club? What's happening here? Giving away Coachella tickets?
Yeah, we're doing a contest.
Oh my God, head chew is so good. Why don't we do this more often? This is one of the oldest buildings on campus. It's so like Hogwarts vibe. And there's not a lot of that here at UCLA. Everything's sort of more Romanesque looking or it's modern. We're gonna go in here. They have the Kirchhoff Coffee House. I used to study here all the time or pretend to study here. I'll check it out. I think this is the office where they do the paper. It always reminds me of Gilmore Girls, like Rory working on the paper at Yale. Let's see if they got lunch stuff here. I don't think they do. I think it's mostly like pastries. See, he's wearing the same sweatshirt. Look at us. We're gonna go to a place called, well, it used to be called Luval Commons. I don't know if it's still a thing, but we're gonna find out because I haven't been here in 22 years. But it mostly looks the same. We're going the long way because I want you to see what happens when you get deposited into the center of the beauteous main quad.
Parkour, parkour.
You know, I haven't been here in 22 years. This is the main quad, you guys. That's Royce Hall. That's Powell Library. Probably the most beautiful library you've ever seen, ever. Powell Library was built in 1929. Royce Hall is where they have all these amazing performances, and there's also the language classrooms there. This whole like arcade is so beautiful. I had my freshman poli-sci class in that building. Hardest class I ever took at UCLA. I think I failed it. Not a poli-sci person. I'm an art history person. That's what we're gonna see. This is over 400 acres, by the way. I thought it was the largest UC campus. It's not. UC Davis is 5,300 acres. Okay, we're at Dodd Hall, which is where I had a lot of my art history classes when I was here 22 years ago. We're actually on North Campus, which is where you're gonna have the School of Film and Television, where you have theater program, you have the sculpture garden, the art school, the architecture program, the art history program. This is where all the kind of humanities stuff happens. Over there, South Campus is where all the sciencey business happens. Not every class at UCLA is ginormous. Your first year or so in some of your general education classes, they are very, very big, 200, 300 people. And then you break up into smaller, what they call discussion sections that are led by graduate students. So this is definitely not a place to go if you want to be taught by a professor all the time. That usually happens in your upper division classes, junior and senior year. You're taught by a professor, not by a grad student. People are taking finals now. I had a lot of lectures in this room. This is a big one, 22 years ago. I thought we were gonna be walking in on an exam. This is a really good standard lecture hall. There are lecture halls at UCLA that are about 4 times as big as this, but this is a very, your standard 100 class. So if you're taking a basic class, this is the kind of class that you would be in. And I'm left-handed, so I used to have to fight everybody for left-handed desks. And notice, there are very few of them. You can only get a left-handed desk right here. There's like one in the whole classroom. How sad is that? It's discrimination. So we're headed down to look at the field at UCLA where they do track, they play baseball, soccer. Thing to know is that our football field is not here. It's at the Rose Bowl, strangely, in Pasadena, which is like legit almost an hour away.